Hello everyone, it's time once again for the BFF Show.
I think I got the broken chair.
The chair's broken?
Yeah, one of the chairs broken.
How did it break?
Dad's big butt.
Don't say that. Okay, well this is episode 8. We haven't filmed an episode since last summer when I was visiting Seattle, so today we are going to talk about our trip to the Shoreline YMCA. What?
Yeah.
We'll do a review of the movie 17 again, and we'll also talk about Allie's volleyball game today and DS. So, let's start out by talking about the Y. What were your thoughts on the Y? It was my first time visiting there because I go to the Lakewood Y, so I have an away pass, so I can go visit anyone in the country. So, Allie, you said it was built when?
It was built like last year on Halloween.
Okay, so it's less than a year old, so it's really nice. What I liked about it was I could drop Allie off in the adventure zone while I went to work out in cardio, and they have it's like Chuck E. Cheese in there basically, like sky tubes and all that fun stuff. Was there a ball pit in there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's pretty awesome.
Not really. I just have bouncy balls and balls.
Okay. And also, what I liked about all the machines, like the ellipticals and treadmills and stuff, is that they have little individual TVs set up. So they have closed captioning on all of them, so you could just watch, whatever you want. They had cable channels, so you could just flip to whatever you want. So I was watching Full House while I was doing the cross ramp, so that was pretty nice. So I liked that a lot. And the pool is pretty nice, too. They have a water slide.
Yeah, they just got a water slide about a week ago. It's really big, and they just got a yellow raft that kids can play on.
And they have that little mushroom thing that all the water comes down.
Yeah, the mushroom thing where the mushrooms come down, sort of like a little waterfall. And then they have this big red thing in the middle of the pool that's like a sprinkler. And then there's 3.5 lanes.
3.5?
Well, 4 lanes that you can swim in, and they have a hot tub that kids are allowed in at the Dale Turner YMCA.
Mm-hmm. And Allie was wearing some flippers when she was swimming, which was pretty awesome. And you could get goggles there too to wear. So it was pretty fun. We're probably going to go back because I can do 21 visits in the county in a year.
And then, wherever she goes, it will start over automatically.
Well, yeah, like any county. Alright, so moving on to 17 again, which stars Matthew Perry and Zac Efron. And this is the first movie I ever saw that Zac Efron was in. I never saw High School Musical or any of that stuff, so let me just say, he is pretty hot. I can see what my friend Mr. Sassy likes about him.
Mr. Sassy?
Yeah, that guy, he's pretty cute, wasn't he? And why don't you tell him a little synopsis about what the movie's about?
Oh, there's this magical janitor.
Magical janitor. Yeah.
And when he got older, he went back to his school and looked at the good old days. And then he and his wife were getting divorced, and he just wished that he could start over life again.
Mm-hmm.
So, then, as soon as his wife was in the house, there's a thunderstorm, and the first drop of rain,
the raindrop fell on his head.
And then he just goes and wipes it off, and then later when he's going back home, it's like a storm, and there's the magical janitor.
Yeah.
He is on a bridge. Sometimes there's a freeway that's across water, bridges.
Okay, so he fell off the bridge.
Yeah, he fell off
the bridge. And then what happened when he drove home?
And then when he drove, he went to go check on the guy, and he saw himself in the past waving at him.
When he was 17?
When he was 17, and he waved back, and he fell. And then when he home that the next morning, he's like all covered in mud, and then he goes in the bathroom, turns on the water, and there's like a big mirror in front of him, and he doesn't realize that he's 17 until after he's getting showered off in his clothes.
And then he screams.
And then his roommate thinks there's a murder.
Okay, alright, so we don't have to tell him like every scene, but basically he just goes back in time and he becomes himself.
Yeah, and he does the same thing over.
Yeah, so
like
I thought it was pretty good, I guess. Like, this kind of thing has been done a lot, I think, you know.
What kind of thing?
Like, people going back in time or like switching bodies with someone else, like Freaky Friday kind of, like that kind of stuff. So, but I thought there were some pretty funny parts. I really liked his friend, what was his name, Ned?
Yeah,
he was, like, this total nerdy guy. He made me laugh, and Jan from The Office was in there as like the nerdy principal, so that was good too. But I liked it. I liked looking at Zac Efron. So.
And Ned, he like wore these crazy clothes and tried to ask the principal out. And they went out and they were like speaking a different language. They were peacocking.
They were speaking like Elfish.
Elfish, and
like Lord of the Rings. And he sleeps in like a spaceship at night. It was funny.
And like he orders this big limo for them after school, and then and he asks them out, and then the principal's like, "We're not taking a limo or anything." And then he said, "Well, why don't we take your car?" So they took their car, and after she left, he had like this thing on his ear and said like.
Oh, and his Bluetooth? He's like, lose the limo.
Lose the limo.
Yeah, but that guy, he was my favorite character. He was really funny. Oh, but Dawn from Buffy the Vampire Slayer was in there, Michelle Trachtenberg, and I can't stand her. Like, ugh, just the sight of her. I think she's a terrible actress, and she was super annoying as Dawn on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, so me and Jerome always hated her, and I didn't like seeing her on film. But other than that,
she was a bad actress.
Yeah. What's wrong? Oh, yeah, where she was crying. Yeah. That was pretty bad. Alright, let's skip to today when you had your volleyball game. Allie's part of the
It was our last volleyball game today. We had a potluck, and they all got these medals, and you can tell they're cheap.
Yeah, well, at least this feels like real metal, at least.
Yeah.
It's not gold or anything, but it must have fallen apart. But it was cool to see Allie playing volleyball today because I'm a big volleyball fan. Hey, my other little BFF is here. Come here, Lil. Hi, Lily. Thanks. Want to come up here? This is Lily. She's probably the cutest toddler ever. What have you been doing, Lily?
Watching TV.
Are you thirsty? Whoa. No, that's mine. You can have this. Yeah, so this is Lily. You might remember her from one of our last episodes. She was a lot younger then. She likes to play DS with us as well. We've been playing Mario Party DS, which is a lot of fun. And also, you know, Mario Kart. We have done Big Brain Academy multiplayer. This is my pink DS.
This is mine, and this is my aunt's.
Aunt Mary. So we've got to play, you know,
so if
3
you
players.
know her, Mary Paul, if you know her.
Don't tell her. She won't care. But Lily likes to play too, and I have this little guy on here. I got him in Japan. I call him Nebo.
And I stole it one.
Yeah, it was hard to get him back on, but yeah, we've been having a lot of fun here so far. I still have a week left, so more episodes are to come. Right, Lily? Yeah, she loves Nebo. Alright, so stay tuned for our next episode of the BFF Show.
Hola.
I am your BFF co-host, Aunt Lori, and my other co-host,
Allie.
Allie. Alright, see you next time.